What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the Gamer 870 here with a moment of clarity and a moment of transparency. One of the things that the people have been reaching out to me saying is, if you don't win 25 games in Weekend League, why don't you ever post the Weekend League games? Well, here's the thing. I've also been asked to stream Weekend League games. Weekend League games I have a tendency to lock in. Okay, I'm trying to become one of those upper tier players that when I'm on the game, I'm actually focused. I'm actually locked in. As you all recall, last week I got 13 wins with my new quarterback, new offensive scheme. No, it was a new offense, new defense last week. That last X was the game that I decided that nickel 335 wide is not for me. It's not for me. I finished out that game, and I even started out the first half of the next game with nickel 335 wide, but I pretty much had given up on it. There's too many holes in it, and too many people run it. So if you run it all the time, you know where the holes are. So I decided to go ahead and just end that cold turkey. But this is the 25th game of my weekend league. Win, lose, or draw, I'm posting. 13 and 11 at this point. Been facing some really tough competition. The losses have been bearable, I must say, but now that I'm coming back to my home defense that nobody else really runs, I haven't seen many people running the defense that I run. A lot of people are stuck in that nickel 335 wide or that double A gap blitz, etc. And I don't really run those. So I guess that's an advantage for me. So when I play teams, they don't necessarily have an advantage of knowing, okay, well, this is how you beat this defense. So with that being said, as you can see on the screen, we have one game left, which will be the game that we're about to show you right now. 13 and 11 record. Could have been better. Let's see if we can improve from last week. Last week we got 13. Let's see if we can get 14 this week. Well, I want to show you his big three. As you can see, he's loaded. He has 99s at the top. At this point, like I said, if you don't have 99s, you're trying to lose out here. You're trying to lose out here. So we come out. It is what it is. I see that he has inside stuff on one of his players, so that means that I'm going to have to be calculated with my inside runs. He ain't even trying to hold Vernon Davis out here, though. That'll get you beat. That will get you beat. Believe that. So we went. Next play I went straight up the middle. I refuse to run from any competition. Like, I'm gonna run the ball. You probably gonna stop it with inside stuff on your players, but I'm gonna run the ball. I saw that he had a tendency to shoot the gap. That'll get you beat against me. As you all have seen, I don't know how many videos by now. If you blitzing, you go pay for it, one way or the other. It doesn't work so much over the top now that I'm using Julius Thomas, but Julius Thomas is such a dominant tight end. Like, when he catches the ball, like, the ball is in his area, he's going to catch it. Vernon Davis is more so he may not catch it, but if he catches it, he gone. Julius Thomas is more so of well, he may catch it. No, he's going to catch it, but he ain't going to necessarily break on you. That's the difference. This guy has Brett Favre and the new Steven Jackson card. Honestly, I'm annoyed because he's dyed me up, and there's nothing I can do about it. 31 here. When you are playing somebody who actually is a quarterback and they're picking and prodding where they're going with the ball, it's going to be a long game. It's going to be a long game at the least. You might mess around and take a L. hurt my heart a little bit to see Ed McCaffrey out here catching passes on me. But the fact that he's using Ed McCaffrey and Andre Johnson as his receivers, I'm okay with that. And he has Golden Tate, but Golden Tate been overrated all year. It's just my opinion. I mean, I might be wrong. He's been overrated, though. He's been highly overrated. Let me borrow that one, please. I've seen that once or twice. I've seen that one once or twice. No showboat, no celebrating. We just get in and do what we do. Justin Simmons hits him with the elbows and booty cheeks on this play. Wonderful play, people. Wonderful play, people. We're up 2 tutties. Here's the bad thing about me, though. Once I get up 2 touchdowns, I go into preserve the lead mode instead of continuing to be aggressive. So I almost play to lose somewhat because I don't know. Yeah, I missed that hole though. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Again, he ain't covering that tight end coming over the middle. He's not covering them, so I'm going to throw it to him all game. And until you show me that you're going to cover him, thank you for the yards. Thank you for the yards. Now, here's the problem I'm having. Pierce is whooping my offensive line. But I got gold 99s everywhere on the offensive line. Like, how are you whooping my players? So we tuck it up here with Steve McNair. I'm kind of in my feelings still that Steven Jackson just housed it 75 yards on me. Again, a lot of people don't think like this. A lot of people just want to get out there and just pass the ball every play. But you have to make them to remain honest with a run mixed in. Even if you are planning on passing the ball almost every down, if you don't make him remain honest, then he has no reason to respect the fact that you might actually run the ball. And if all he has to do is tee up on you, you're going to lose. Period. You're going to lose, period. But Andre Johnson, we hit him on a curl here. I roll out again. If he doesn't adjust his depths on his hook routes, on his hooks, he's gonna lose. We get 9 yards on that play. Get 9 yards on that play. Now we are really trying to punch it in, and we do. Barry Sanders gets us in there. Barry Sanders is one of those guys that if he's on your team, you love him. If he's across from you, you're like, oh, he overrated until you actually see him break. Here's the beautiful thing about, first off, let me apologize to everybody who was convincing me to play user and not defensive line at the beginning of Madden. I have grown acclimated to using the user now, and honestly, I don't see how I didn't do it before. There isn't an offense that I don't see what's happening. The problem comes in when I make the wrong decisions. Like here, that was a wonderful pass. Wonderful pass. Once we get an upgrade though to Champ Bailey, and I can get Jammer out of there or put Jammer as my 4th cornerback, we giving folks fits out here. Shout out to, it may have been John Vlogs. I'm not sure, but a subscriber told me to put Glover at defensive end because he's a 98, and it hit. Y'all see McCaffrey catch the ball like that. Ooh, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You should have known better. Should have known better. But he didn't. So it is what it is, y'all. Y'all see your boy out here hot riding. I ain't never do this before. I never used to make hot route decisions. That's why, if you all recall, I never used to run with hot route master on my quarterbacks. Like, for what? Run the base plays. I knew that play would be open, and it would get his attention too. This is a huge drive here. This is going to be the drive where if we stop them, we win the game, more than likely. If we don't stop them, we gonna be in for a dogfight. We're gonna be in for a dogfight. It's 21-7. He's running the ball very well. Very well. And I'm loving it. I'm like, man, this dude is really killing me out here. But I'm one of those types of defenders that I actually like it when people get into the red zone. Because all that fancy space that you used to have is gone. Now it's precision. It's, okay, can you cut on this dime right here and get open? Doubtful. Highly doubtful. Because I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking everywhere. Can you do it is the question. Can you make a play when it's so close to the end zone? And everybody, you got 22 people and 20 yards of field. Can you make a play? Can you come up clutch enough to make a play? Oh, let me stop. I see something here. I subbed in DeMarcus Ware, and I wanted him to go to the sideline for me because I had a 3 technique. I think it was Jarrell Casey playing that zone, and I needed an outside linebacker there. That outside linebacker just would make that a lot better. It's 3rd and 3. He's on the 6. He's driving. Oh, you plan on running the ball with Fall. Adjustments win games, people. DeMarcus Ware was just put into the game. Was just put in. He got hawked. He got hawked. The card is old. But we improved. We improved. Last week we got 13. This week we got 14. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are progressing the proper direction. That's all I can say. It wasn't pretty, but we at least did it, you know. We at least did it. Again, I'm trying to become one of those upper tier players. I'm not there just yet. I'm working on it though. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Like, I'm going to continue to get better, learn from my mistakes, learn from those errors that I make, learn from those things that when I do them, I can't continue to make the same mistakes. Adjustments are so critical here. And honestly, if you ever get to the point where you're scoring every time you get the ball, you have an opportunity to actually win a lot of games. And I'm getting better on offense. I punted, out of 25 games, I may have punted 10 times. That's good for me because I'm so dependent on my defense that I will happily punt the ball because I know that they're going to come up clutch for me. But with that being said, y'all saw it. We went 14-11 this weekend league. It is what it is. I mean, we'll do better. We'll do better. Continue to let God use you. Continue to love yourselves, love others, love those who don't love you. They actually need it the most, people. Continue to be blessed. With that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.